All right, guys, so we're out here fixing my vehicle. This is Senor Josh, ladies. Hello. He's available. Good guy. So, super exciting. So what just came in now is our very first product review. So a company sent us this in here. We'll be checking it out in 1 second. Hey everybody, welcome back to DAV Tech. Dave here. So today we're going to be discussing the SZC Truly Wireless Earbuds. I've been using these every day for about 5 days now, from morning to evening. And so today we're going to be discussing my review of the device and why it may or may not be a good fit for you. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. And if you like tech reviews and news like what we do here on the channel, I'd consider hitting the subscribe button down there so that way you can stay up to date. Okay, SZC Truly Wireless Earbuds coming right up. Now with the box, you're going to slip off the box covering and you're going to find a plastic cover that also protects the wireless earbud charging case as well as the additional accessory box. Inside of this accessory box, you're going to find an extra bag of ear tips as well as a USB-C charging cable that will charge your wireless earbud casing. And when it comes to the casing itself, you have a really nice matte finish with the SZC emblem across, and it's a really sleek design, really nice, and the clasp is actually magnetic, so when you close it you get a really nice, it feels good, it sounds good. And what's really nice about this is that when you do open up the casing, it'll automatically pair to your phone, which is really nice. It helps remove that additional step of opening them, activating them, going to your Bluetooth and your phone, scanning, you open it up, Bluetooth is on, and it syncs them. Pretty handy. Now, something that I was pleasantly surprised about and time again as I was using these that continued to please was just how snug and secure they fit around your ear. So they have these wings that snugly fit around your ear here, and I've gone for runs, done sprints, I've done insanity workouts, plyometrics, and these have not once even threatened to fall out of my ear. The amount of security that you have when you wear these and you're going for a run or doing a workout is tremendous. Something that I've been incredibly pleased with. And although they don't have active noise cancellation, what I've noticed is that because of how snug they fit, and they create a seal in your ear and it blocks out sound incredibly well. That's also another plus that I don't think is advertised on the box anywhere or by the company, but they block sound out incredibly well. Huge plus, huge thumbs up. I was pleasantly surprised about that. Yeah, wings for the win. The earbuds come equipped with Bluetooth 5.0 and IPX7 rated water resistance, which is 1 meter or 3.3 feet of water submersion for up to 30 minutes. I honestly have really been enjoying these earbuds, so I'm not willingly going to be testing this out unless SZC, you're watching, you want to send me another pair, but otherwise I'm not going to go knocking on that door. I'm just not. Alongside this, they have a talk time of 5 to 6 hours and a music play time of up to 6 hours. And I feel like they're selling themselves a bit short here. Again, I've been using these every single day for 5 days from morning to evening. And just as an example, for the very first day that I used them, I took them out at 8:50 in the morning to go on a run. And I came back, went into my house. We've been doing a lot of home construction. I didn't take them out until 7:50 that evening. And I still had about 30% battery life left. So in all of my usage cases, this has been consistent every single day that I've been using them. I don't know if they're selling themselves short or if maybe I have the single greatest pair of these on the market. I don't think that's the case. I'll reach out to them, see what's up with that, but honestly, the battery life has been fantastic in my usage cases. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a demo again. All right, so these have the touch functionality, which I always love in these. So if you're going to pause a song, you can just tap once on any of the earbuds. If you want to resume the song, you can again just tap once. It'll resume playing for you. Now, if you want to go back to the very beginning of the song, you just double tap and it'll go back to the beginning of the song. If you want to go forward and you want to go to the next song, just double tap and it'll go to the next song for you. Now, something that's also really handy is that if you want to activate your assistant, and it'll give you the choice of what you want to use. Obviously, if you have an iPhone, it'll just activate Siri, but if you have an Android device and you have, say, Bixby or Alexa or Google Assistant, it's my choice, you can triple tap the earbud and it will activate your Google Assistant for you. All very, very handy, really helpful. And if you want to increase the volume, you hold down on the right earbud and it will increase the volume for you. And if you want to decrease, you hold down on the left earbud. Pretty sweet, pretty handy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. The box advertises a working distance of 10 meters, and for those of you who are football people much like myself, that is just shy of 11 yards. In my experience, I've actually been able to get up to 15, 16 yards away from my phone before it began to get sort of staticky and stuttery. So at worst, as advertised, but in most instances, better than advertised, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we've talked about the specifications, the water resistance, the working distance, the battery life, how well they fit in your ear, the touch gestures. But what's really important is how do they sound? And in a previous video that I did on the J29 Buds, I had someone ask me to rate their sound on a scale of 1 to 10, and I gave those buds an 8 out of 10. If I had to do the same for these, I'd say they're a 7.5 out of 10. They're not far off, and I think the biggest difference, mind you, I'm not an audiophile by any means, but the biggest difference that I notice is that these lack a little bit of bass. SZC, if you're watching this, I think adding some bass into these would be great. These do get incredibly loud, louder than the J29s, I've noticed. But I feel like these could benefit from a little bit of extra bass, or maybe just some attention to the audio quality in general. 7.5 out of 10. I think for the overall package that you're getting out of these are awesome. These are fantastic. If I had to mention anything is that SZC, again, if you're watching, when I have these in my ear, because of how snugly they fit, the touch gestures, this button is a slightly too resistant, almost to where it kind of, sometimes depending on the angle that I click, it kind of pokes into my ear just a little bit. It's not a huge deal breaker. These are going to be my daily earbud drivers for a while, just because, again, the overall package is fantastic. I would say working on the resistance of the button, as well as you could probably slim this down just a little bit. The casing is quite big, and I think that's because they needed some extra space to fit the actual wings in there. But I feel like you could condense this just a little bit. It's a bit big, kind of hard to put in your pocket, easily fits in a book bag or something like that. If I had to compare, here it is next to a pocket-sized hand sanitizer bottle. Hashtag, make sure your hands are clean, COVID is dangerous. Here it is next to this. Here it is next to the J29 Bud case. As you can see, there's kind of a size difference there. But most importantly, here it is right next to a rather ripe banana. Banana for scale, very important. Now I must say, the overall package of these is fantastic. I think SZC, you guys are doing a really great job with these. The design and the feel of the casing itself it feels really good. It's a premium build quality. The matte finish is awesome. The actual charging of this, USB-C, thumbs up. The battery life on your earbuds, the working distance, the battery life, everything. You guys have a really, really, really solid product on your hand here. Thank you guys so much for sending them to me. Now, something I want you guys to all know for full transparency is that this is not a paid review. This is not a paid review or a sponsored review. Basically, the company reached out to me. They said, hey, we've seen your channel. We really like what you're doing over there. Can we send you some stuff? And I said, yeah, send us all the stuff. So they sent these over. They also sent over another pair of earbuds that I'll be covering in the future on this channel. If I'm going to be doing a paid review of any sort or sponsored video or something, just to let you guys know for full transparency, legally I have to tell you this, but more importantly, I'm only going to be doing those if two things happen. The first of which is that whatever it is, whatever the product is, whatever the tech is, or whatever the sponsorship is, I need to feel as though it's going to be bringing you all value. If I don't feel like it's going to be bringing you guys value in any capacity, I'm just not going to do it. Alongside that, I need to feel like it's something that I would personally use on a day-to-day basis, or I could see feasibly that someone would. Because, for example, say Audible, I prefer physical books, so I'm not going to be using Audible, but you guys probably like using Audible. So, although I don't use Audible, I see the value and the benefit of Audible, if that makes any sense. So just for full disclosure, just wanted to put that out there, let you guys know. I'm rambling a little bit. So, guys, thank you so much again for stopping by and hanging out with us here on the channel. Again, if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this tech review and you'd like to see more tech reviews like this and tech news that we cover here on the channel, again, I'd consider hitting the subscribe button right down there so that way you can stay up to date. Thank you guys so much again for stopping by and hanging out. As always, I wish you a fantastic remainder of your day, afternoon, or night, whatever time it is when you're watching this. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, peace, love, adios. Bye, everybody. Stay awesome, stay cool, stay you. In 3, 2, 1.